from an undisclosed location. It's time for Crescent Hill Radio's excursion into the unknown. The uncommon houseflies will be your intrepid guides through the Louisville music landscape, all the way from the oxygen-depleted peaks down to the darkest underground recesses, where you will come face to face with Louisville's best, brightest, and hopefully strangest musicians and personalities. Warning, this show may contain gratuitous self-promotion and potty humor. Welcome to Flies on the Wall.
And I am Kevin Gibson.
And I'm Butch Bays of
the Uncommon House Flies. And we don't know if we're on the air or not.
Oh, we're on.
We've well, we're on in our minds, at least. But
that's all that really counts if you think about
there's some technical issues going on that we're trying to figure out here. So that never happens on our show. I don't know why. Usually, the problem is it's our fault.
I think it always happens on our show is what you're thinking. It's usually our fault.
Well, tonight, I'm going to keep talking as if we're on the air. And tonight we have a very special guest who is...
very special.
She's not a musician, but hey, no. Listen, did you hear that?
I like that.
I just suddenly can hear myself.
It sounds positive.
She's not a musician, but she is part of the local music community because she covers the local nightlife, and she goes out and hears a lot of live music.
And she's been known to host an open mic night at times.
Once or twice or 1,000 times, yeah. And actually she hosted an open mic night when we played.
Correct.
Back in the day.
Her
name is Sara Havens. She is Leo Weekly's The Barbell. Hello, Sara.
What?
She's here!
I'm here.
And she's on the air.
And I have a beer.
And she, yeah, well, she has that. Maybe it's grape juice. We don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Anyway, okay, so we're off and running. we're gonna have what we call the opening ceremonies.
Ooh.
And the best thing about the opening ceremonies is that they are opening the show at this point.
Can I run in with a torch?
You know, I think you should.
Like a Sara?
Very appropriate.
Welcome, Sara Havens, to Flies on the Wall.
It sounded very official there for just a second.
Yeah, just for a second. We're in good shape.
It was a brief moment of official.
We're going to talk with Sara about local music. She's brought a bunch of songs in that she wants to play, so we're going to play her playlist.
Yeah, it's kind of a tour of who's who of Louisville music through the 80s and 90s.
80s?
Well, yeah, she's not that old.
The 90s and
but through her ears. But she also has interviewed a lot of national musicians and national celebrities.
Oh, okay.
And so we're going to talk to her about that, and we're going to just have a kind of a rap session. Oh, yeah, a little rap session.
Check, baby, 1, 2, 1, 2.
There you go. And so and I've known Sara for a number of years, and we promise this will be a fun show.
Don't call it a comeback.
No,
don't call it a comeback.
Never. No, it's not a comeback. No, never a comeback.
No,
never a comeback. So let's just start it off with playing a song, and then we'll come back and talk about that. You wanna talk about your latest local music crush?
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's just tell us why you chose this song.
Well, I don't know. I went to a Ladybirds concert once.
Oh, the Ladybirds.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't really know much about them, except they were cool and hip.
Yeah.
So I was at Headliners, and I all of a sudden looked up, and I caught the eye of the lead singer.
Yeah.
I think her name's Sara Teeple.
Yeah, that is her name, indeed, yeah.
And I think I was mesmerized. But I've since become friends with her, so now it's awkward.
Oh, she's a real electric performer, isn't she? Yeah. Yep.
Like she'll say hi to me, I'm like, what? I mean, what? She does have a dimple. But, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I went to their, they played New Year's Eve at Headliners, and it was a great show.
Oh, yeah.
We played them before on our show, I think. And I think reviewed their album.
Yeah,
that was very early on, wasn't it?
It was a while back, yeah. But what's the song you brought to us?
Yeah, it's called Whiskey and Wine, sorry.
Which really goes in with the barbell, because you're kind of your beat in Leo is to go out to the local nightclubs and bars and just to find out where are the good spots to get happy hour, to have a good time, listen to music.
Let's cut the S, and I get paid to drink. Okay.
Okay.
So this is off their first album. I think it's not the recent, but I think I'm adopting it as my theme song.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, then we're gonna play it. Here we go.
taking him home to meet my mom or my dad. Well, there was only one thing left to do. Baby, quit your talking and just buy me some more booze. Oh, he gave me whiskey and wine. It made me feel so fine. And now I have it every time, my whiskey and wine. Love is a funny thing.
She's on now.
I know it can tear your heart in two, and it will show. But whiskey and wine, they're there all the time to make you feel good when no one else could. Ain't that love? Ain't that love? Ain't that love? My head was hurting. Well, what could I do? Baby, I was wasted. I had lost my shoe. I could go home and read a book inside my bed, or go to a different bar and buy another drink instead. Oh, he gave me whiskey and wine. It made me feel so fine. And now I have it every time, my whiskey and wine. Oh, he gave me whiskey and wine. It made me feel so fine.
This is the ghost of Johnny Cash, and you're listening to Flies on the Wall. May God have mercy on your soul. You know what I say?
Whoops.
When the ghost of Johnny Cash is ready to do his bumper,
Yeah.
it's on.
I don't know what happened there. That was under technical glitch, but
Well, our apologies to the Ladybirds, but that's an excellent song.
well, the song was about 10 seconds from being over, so it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been much, you could have played that in the middle and just let the song continue. That would have been a truly interesting, like, kind of, what do they call them? Like a remix, the dance mix version?
Kind of a
Sample.
sample, yeah. Okay. We have Sarah Havens here, the barbell.
What?
Let's talk
In the
about. Well, your job is a unique one. You're Louisville's kind of entertainment diva, the goddess of Louisville entertainment, and you have in your 13 years being here.
Let's just not talk about that.
Well, I met you. You were just out of college.
I know.
I was
23.
working. Yeah, I was working at Leo full time then, and you came in and I took you under my beer drinking.
Took me to
wing.
BBC.
I took you to BBC, and the rest. I was telling my girlfriend
We
that
became
the other day.
warthogs.
We became warthogs together.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we have a history. But you've graduated to now. You've interviewed all kinds of celebrities and stuff that people come to town and let's talk about like Joan Jett is one that you've met her a couple times.
Yeah.
And
I met her.
Huge.
I didn't ever get to interview her. She always turns down my requests.
Really? So
Seriously?
you hung out with her though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
See, Butch asked her to marry him once.
Oh, I did too.
Did you?
Like recently. Like
Well,
last
something we
year.
have in common.
Yeah.
I did during the 80s, I think. Probably around 88.
Yeah.
I asked Joan Jett to marry me. She's still thinking about it.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure. She said,
Well, now
takes
she's got two on
She
the
takes a
table.
long time to deliberate these
Yeah.
things.
no, yeah, at the state fair, she's played twice in the last, I guess, 5 years.
Oh, I went to one of those. It was really
Yeah.
good.
And somehow I, media passes and all that. And I
Yeah.
got backstage. And
Yeah.
the first time I met her, it was like, whoa. I don't know. I don't know. There was something there. I had a lot of my friends with me. Not a lot, but like 3 or 4. And we thought we were totally getting asked backstage. Like we were, we kind of did. She asked us, I asked her manager if we could meet her, and she was very polite. And I have a lot of hot friends. I didn't know if I told you that. I have a lot of hot lady friends. And I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying I have a lot of hot lady friends.
Which didn't hurt, is what you're saying.
And we met her, and we said, thank you very much for being a mentor for us, a rock and roll star. Yep. And we were in a long line of fans. So she pulled us over right before she was going on stage, and she said, hang out here for a bit. And we were like, okay. And as soon as that happened, everybody else left. She was getting on stage, and her manager came over, and he's like, Joan wants you to sit on stage while she, kind of back in the where the speakers are.
Very cool, though.
And she's like, she wants you to hang out here. And then she wants to talk to you after the show. And then my mind's like, what? I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I've seen a lot of movies. So, so no. Anyway, it was awesome. We got to watch her show on her stage, from her stage. It was the best experience I've ever had.
That's
very cool.
amazing.
And then afterwards, she came and shook our hands and said thank you, but that was it.
Good enough.
But no,
I would have
I
accepted that.
I'll take it.
She's a major.
I interviewed her years ago back in the 90s
Icon.
and talked to her for probably 20 minutes, and she was very, very gracious. And,
she's really cool.
The thing that I always took away from that was that when I asked her, I said, how would you, now that we're in the business of classifying music in genres, how would you classify your music? And she just kind of laughed, and she said, that's a really good question because I have no idea. She said to me, it's just rock and roll because I started this, in 1970s. She said, but now people are calling it heavy metal, or calling power pop, or calling it, alternative rock. She's like, who knows what it really is? To me, it's just rock and roll. But I always liked that sensibility about her. That she was just like bare bones, guitars, drums, bass. That's all we need to know.
And attitude.
Attitude, yeah.
Jeez.
Keep and help and attitude.
But going beyond that, and I know you very, very well, and I know that you've had a lifelong obsession with Debbie Gibson.
Oh, gosh.
And to a lesser extent, Tiffany.
Yeah.
And have you not met both of them or talked to both of them?
I actually have met both of them now that I think about it. At 13, you have to draw lines in the sand.
Right.
And I was on the Debbie Gibson side of that line. You had to. There was no boat.
I didn't realize there was a war.
Oh, there was a war, yeah.
Really?
And I wasn't there, but I saw it. I saw it happening.
It was a good percentage of my teenage years. I'm like, Debbie Gibson. So it's kind of like Britney, and Christina. But there wasn't much of a war, but it was like, yes. So anyway, the first interview I got was Debbie, and it was like maybe 2 or 3 months after working at Leo, and I couldn't believe, like, my editor came to me and he's like, why don't you, I was like, she was coming in town for a play. I think Joseph and the Amazing Technical, whatever that.
Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah, we got it.
Yes.
And I was going on and on about the Debbie Gibson Tiffany rivalry. He's like, why don't you interview her? I'm like, ooh.
It was Carrie, right?
Yeah, Carrie
Stimley.
Stimley. And I was just like, it was a Friday at like 6 o'clock. Why? I don't know why I was in the office. I'm like, oh, okay. So I called her people, and they were like, yeah. And when I ended up talking to her, she was driving to a show, and other people were in the car, and she was really not really nice. And even when I met her backstage after that show, she wasn't very nice either.
Oh, darn.
Who
would have thought
there was a picture,
really?
right? And she had all the makeup on, and just.
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing that picture. And just like, how did that feel after your idol from your early teen years to kind of let you down?
She made me wait like 45 minutes, which is fine. I mean, it's just Louisville.
Right.
But she was so. And then I knew I've later became friends with somebody who's working backstage that night, and she told me all kinds of crazy stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. Look where she is today. And
well, I mean, she had her day.
Yeah.
And she's still.
she's still actually in the business,
right?
And
I'm
a fan.
Out just like last year, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went online and looked it up, and so she's still making music. She's still recording, and obviously she's just not Lady Gaga,
right?
It's a
she's
whole different thing.
She's doing Broadway
now.
And stuff. But for my validation, my 13-year-old validation,
absolutely,
her Twitter account is verified, and Tiffany's is not.
Oh.
What? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was right. I was right at 12. I was right.
So speaking of Tiffany,
yeah.
What was your experience with her?
And Tiffany came to Pride, I guess, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, she was a blast. Like, I called, and you could tell some people who aren't up and coming or big actually, like, pretend to be their own publicist. And you could, this was that case.
Really?
You could tell I called her home phone. And she lives in Nashville now. That's fine. So they gave me actually her home phone number to call, and I'm like, this is really awkward because usually they're in a hotel or.
She was like sitting around and drinking orange juice and stuff, and actually playing the Space Invaders.
The first time I called, she didn't hang it. She didn't answer because there was a thunderstorm in Nashville, and she was like getting her dogs in the house. So I called back. I waited 5 minutes, called back, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta get my dogs in." And then, she was...
That's cool.
And then
I think you're now saying that you were wrong when you were 13.
Oh, maybe.
See, I hated them. Well, I hated them both because I was older. Yeah. But I always liked Tiffany better because she was a redhead, number one. And two, at least, even though she butchered the Beatles, she had the good sense to cover the Beatles.
But she never wrote her own songs. Like,
no,
Debbie
true.
wrote her own songs and produced them.
That's true.
See,
that's
here
true.
it comes.
And Debbie had
here it comes.
cooler hats, right?
Oh, yeah. Debbie never played in them all. Everyone's like, you played in them all. She never did them all. Tiffany did them all.
Was Tiffany from Canada?
No.
You're thinking of the chick on
How I Met Your
Mother,
yeah. Which was based on both of them.
I think it was.
Okay. Well, let's go back to local music, which is where we should have been all along.
Sorry. Now I'm like angry inside. I am. I'm like, fight somebody.
Sarah and I have been to a number of shows together over the years, and one of the bands that no longer exists, unfortunately, that we used to go see a lot was the Muckrakers. And give me a memory about the Muckrakers that you've held on to.
Gosh,
we saw them at Dutch's. We saw them at Phoenix. So we saw them. Remember the final show that they ever played?
Yeah, Headliners.
That was I cried at that show. We both. I know we were standing at the same spot and crying together, and it was. I don't know. I'm sorry, Butch, you missed this, but
that's a pretty sad visual, right?
No,
right
come
now.
on.
No, I mean we weren't even drunk. We were just sad because these friends of ours were moving out of town, and But yeah, tell me about your memories of the Muckrakers.
I guess when I first moved here, my friend Laura, you know Laura.
Laura, yeah.
We would go every time.
I've met her.
You met her once or twice. No, every time they played, we would. I mean, their music is so infectious and awesome, and I really did think they were like gonna get somewhere. I think they should have, and
they almost did.
They did, yeah.
I mean, they played Carson Palmer's private parties. They played at the Cincinnati Reds, and Rob, the lead singer, sang the national anthem at the Reds and the Bengals, and they toured the entire country. They were I think 1999. 98, I don't know, but they were the top-selling band on MP3.com when MP3s were still revolutionary.
Yeah,
they were the top-selling band one year on MP3.com, and they never made it to the height. And we all wondered why. And now, the last I heard from Rob, and Rob and I used to get together on a regular basis, and now he lives up near Michigan. And I don't know if he's still playing music or not, but he moved up there because his wife was going to grad school, and they had a child, and he said, I'm done with it. He said, I had my time in the sun, I'm okay with it, and I'm done, and I haven't heard from him since. But, but they left behind a whole lot of good Louisville music, and they came out of Bowling Green.
Oh, yeah.
And of course Rob was from here, and most of the band was from here. And Brian Muir, their bass player, is still playing around in bands.
I see him all the time.
Yep. I saw him just a couple weeks ago. He was at our show at Gerstl's. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ran into him there.
Good night.
But anyway, you picked this song that I couldn't have picked one better.
It's my favorite song.
It's great. It's great. And how many times have we danced to this together?
Remember, Dutchess had like this dark green carpet and the bright pink bathrooms. Like it used to smell like bubblegum.
They smelled awesome.
Yeah, it's like bubblegum pop.
And it had the gnats. The men's room had gnats.
Yeah, they wouldn't take credit cards. It's only cash.
Oh, it was only cash. Yeah, so you had to go and get like $75 just to.
But I was there every time they played.
Okay, well, what's the name of the song?
Through My Door.
You're My Door. It's one of the best.
Yes.
Butch, is this your first time hearing this song?
I think so.
Oh, I love it.
Well, you're going to enjoy this, and you're going to ask me to burn this CD for you.
I'm very excited.
I guarantee it. Here we go.
I have it.
The Muckrakers, Through My Door.
So, well, I'm stressed, I'm running on dumb luck. I try, but it's never quite enough to make it by until I'm me, standing 1 foot to hit my grave and take me back to all the words never said or never heard. I never find her till I'm found, stuck on foot in this one-horse town. And everybody wants what they can have, and everybody's got what they settle for. I don't want to be alone in this world, so please be the first one through my door. La da da, la da 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 da. So I quit, I'm giving up on fate. I'm tired of playing the same game, of running round to just stand still. I'm drinking too much to get my fill, and my breath forgot to breathe, with all my hopes stitched to my sleeve. I never find her till I'm found, stuck on foot in this one-horse town. And everybody wants what they can't have, everybody's got what they settle for. I don't want to be alone in this world, so please be the first one through my la da da, yeah, la da 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 da. So I hide, bury my head in the sand. Everything's out of my hand. What I got, I know it's gone. I'm the king of hanging on. I know I let you down before, but baby, I got so much more. I'll never find her till I'm found, stuck on foot in this one-horse town. Yeah, yeah. Everybody wants what they can't have, everybody's got what they sell for. I don't wanna be alone in this world, so please be the first one through my door. Yeah, everybody wants what they can't have, everybody wants what they can't have, everybody's got what they settle for, everybody's got what they settle for. I don't wanna be alone in this world, so please be the first one through my door.
Oh, I haven't heard that in so long.
Hey, man, could you burn that for me on CD?
Sarah Havens, thank you for bringing that in. I have not heard that in so long.
Kevin was crying while that was playing.
Shut up, man.
just if you're keeping score at
I'll
home.
kick your... We are here with
Good times.
Sarah Havens, Leo's The Barbell. And
Yes, we are.
let's talk for a few minutes about recent live music. What are your favorite venues? What are your favorite places to go? Favorite nightlife? Not just music, even. I mean, you're a big fan of the happy hour. You're a big fan of, you know. Hey, now you're back. You're back.
Yeah, I can hear myself. I mean, I like a good tune or two, but basically, I like neighborhood bars, just kind of sitting there with friends.
Yeah.
I mean, the back door has always been
the backdoor lounges.
Yeah.
We've frequented that place, and
That's
others
my
we've been
home
to
base.
is
Dundee Tavern.
Dundee Tavern. There you go.
Yeah.
That's one that. Yeah, I mean they don't have live music, but
No,
yeah, it's
they have
been
really
one of
good
those-
cheese dip.
They have a,
the dip there
Oh
is
my God.
amazing.
and they have a member of
Yeah.
Bodeco on staff.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Freddie.
Freddie.
Southside
Freddie.
Freddie
Yay.
Weddington. What a nice guy.
Southside.
Yeah.
Southside.
Southside.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I know Freddie.
He's a good dude.
And
What do you think of the new Gerstels? The new layout?
Oh my God!
It's nice,
It keeps
isn't
like multiplying.
I
like
know,
all
it's-
that frat boy sorority sex. It just keeps
it's like
boom, boom, boom. Like there's
it's
new
like
babies
3 blocks
every
long
day.
now.
Yeah.
Babies.
I'm like,
Well,
there's a garage now.
That's
and
another place
another
where we
garage
saw
and another garage.
We saw Digby and the Muckrakers and stuff, and yeah, they're still doing live music, and it's we played there, back in December, and that was a bucket list thing for us because I had seen so many shows there, and I actually was on stage with Digby a couple times there.
I accidentally got on stage trying to get a drum. I used to collect drum.
Yeah, that was
used drum sticks.
I remember one night you were up there with Mark, weren't you? Yeah.
It shouldn't be
very
legal.
cool. But that place, it's not that I don't like a dive, but that place used to be a lot more dive-ish than it is now. Now it's kind of like just a nice looking.
But I like the outside.
Place.
It's a recently.
Yeah.
Oh, the outside, like where they have the like acoustic.
Butch Rice plays there a lot.
Yeah.
Was a good friend of ours who's been on the show twice, I think.
It's like 2 places in one now. Is what I would think.
Yeah. So any places that our listeners should know about for music or for happy
anything
hour,
under the radar
that they don't know about?
I mean, I've written about this before, but I don't know if actually I'm hesitant to get the word out because I don't want it to be crowded.
Oh, yeah.
But on Tuesdays, Check's Cafe in Germantown.
Oh, I love Check's.
They have about a draft system, I'd say, of 10 to 12 beers. Mm-hmm. All of them, $2.
Oh. Really?
And I'm not talking, actually, domestics are $1.50 if you want to go that cheap. But I'm talking Southern Tier. I'm talking Guinness. I'm talking Stella. I'm talking Newcastle. Like, these are great beers for $2.
Wow, that's great. Yeah.
And I
think you mentioned that to me before.
Yeah,
and
I got on the Southern Tier kick, and I had 2, and I was really... I dropped my cell phone and beer twice, like within 5 minutes of each other.
Wow.
Now I have a smartphone, and that'll never happen again, but that did happen that night.
Well, we talked during the break there that we were going to talk about another local band that you have followed, and I first saw this band in, I think, 1990 or 91.
Yeah.
They opened for the Smithereens, and they play all originals, and that's so I knew them as an all original band. Later, I actually did some PR work for them. They never paid me for it, but that's okay. But it's a band called the Velcro Pygmies who toured. I mean, they still tour the Southeast.
Oh, yeah.
And
They're
still are popular.
Strong,
and have been for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they...
More than that.
And they've been around a while, yeah.
Yeah, and they're a cover band, and they just... I remember Cam, the lead singer, Cam...
Fleener.
Telling me one time, he was like, "Man," he said, "we were the first band to bring back My Sharona." And I was like, "Congratulations, dude." I mean, but really, who else would have done that? But this band, they're the band that is like they embrace the cheese. Mm-hmm. They embrace it. They are like, we're gonna bring the '80s back and make it cool again. And they've really kind of ridden that, and they're a tight band. And they're fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're fun. I think they have good personality in that band.
They are a stage show. I mean, they are one of the cover bands that you can go watch and have a few beers and just go, that was
12 beers.
Well, okay. We all have different limits.
Okay.
But
pretty creative.
You've seen. I mean, you've traveled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You've traveled to Alabama to see the Pygmies.
That did happen. I sprained my ankle too.
Yeah. Oh, tell us about that.
We don't need to.
No.
I was running through a parking lot to my hotel, and I went down. Man down.
This is like Tales from the Road.
Sarah's down.
Sarah's down.
Oh my gosh. It's not
Love
good.
it. Well, we knew we'd have a few Tales from the Road probably tonight.
Yeah, with Sarah.
But no,
we didn't know they'd be that far afield like Alabama or something, but that's a good distance to go to see a local band.
I think it was something down there.
Well, we're going to play a song by the Velcro Pygmies. This is an original song. And I'm going to take some credit for this because I gave Sarah, I had from the time that I briefly worked for the Velcro Pygmies and was a fan and friend of them, I gave her a CD that they had given me. I was like, you deserve to own this because I don't deserve to own it anymore.
Have it.
Yeah, and this I think came from this CD. This is, and we have gotten full permission from Kathy, our program director, and
Kathy has nothing to do with this. Just leave her out of it.
No, we asked
this is something
her,
you and Sarah want to do.
Yeah.
Really bad.
We asked her if we could do this, and she said it was going to be.
I think there was a gun involved in that request.
Kathy doesn't look too happy in there. So.
Oh no!
Well,
it's actually a very nice song for like a boyfriend to sing the girlfriend, because he's like, you know what, I'd like you so much that I can't.
It is a love
other
song.
People. It's a love song.
It's a love song. Yeah. And I haven't heard this in years since I gave you the CD.
Okay.
But this song is it's crassly titled "Pussy Whipped." So. Enjoy this piece of wonderful pop magic from the Velcro Pygmies.
She's a lot of fun. First time I saw her, I knew she's the one. Now we're together all the time. I think she's driving me out of my mind. I guess I'm whipped. Pussy whipped. Yeah, she don't let me go drinking with the boys. I like to play cards, make a lot of noise. She wants to know where I am every minute. If I have a wet dream, she wants to know who is in it. I guess I'm whipped. Pussy whipped. Play cards and make a lot of noise. She wants to know where I am all the time. I think she's driving me out of my mind. I guess I'm whipped. Pussy whipped. Whip, whip, pussy whipped. Whip, whip, pussy whipped. Whip, whip.
See, I would have gone for the big ending instead of the fade out on that song.
That was delightful.
Actually, that's a great song.
It's going to play at my wedding.
I see they trade in subtlety in that band.
I had forgotten how good that song is. I really, honestly, had just forgotten how good that song is.
I gotta say, they're not afraid to break out the guitars, and I like that. So
and not to mention the double tracks and the the big. I mean, when it goes to that chorus and it just goes to like the 9 voices and all the reverb. That's like okay, yeah. Did Bon Jovi have anything to do with this at all?
I don't know what you guys are saying, but I love it.
Yeah, we need to think about covering that in our set, Butch. Because
do we?
I guarantee that John and Nick would be all for it. Okay, Sarah, we've prepared just for you some. We have a special thing on Flies on the Wall.
That's part of what makes Flies on the Wall flies on the wall.
Right.
We don't do things like normal people.
No.
Why are you going to lay maggots on me?
No, nothing like that at all.
No.
So I might be into that.
We gave that up after.
We're going to maggot bag you. Anyway, no, we have something on Flies on the Wall that we call the Inquisition. And we even have a little like theme song thing opening for it. So, The Inquisition.
Sara Havens,
Whoa.
the barbell. Welcome to the Inquisition.
Thank you.
Remain seated in the chair below the swinging light bulb and do not attempt to flee. You may receive some leniency based on speed and brevity of answers. Our audience and ourselves hope to learn something about you, Sara, and perhaps you may well learn something about yourself.
This could be painful.
I don't think it is very painful this time.
Well, it'll be painful because I know she has to pee.
Well, I'm going to go through a series of about 6 questions here, and some of them have like little extras. Okay, where we're going to ask you to confirm or deny these events. So some of these you may be able to deny.
Is my mom listening?
Maybe not. I hope not.
Let's hope not. You didn't tell her about it, did you?
No.
Number 1. Did you sue the creators of Sex and the City, charging that Sarah Jessica Parker's character was loosely based on your life?
No.
Okay, she denies that one.
Okay.
Number 1's denied. Okay,
whatever.
well, see how easy this is? It's not,
I'm more of a Carrie.
There you go. Number 2. Did you once host an open mic night at a bar that is no longer named Sunset East?
Yes.
Where you let a friend that may or may not be in this room perform a song containing primarily profanity?
Yes.
Was this song pumped out into the street sans accompaniment via the outdoor PA system?
Yes.
Yeah, I can confirm that too.
To unsuspecting strollers down Bardstown Road. Okay, number 3. Oh, we're 1 for 2, right? Okay, number 3.
2 for 2.
Did you, in a moment of inspiration, plant a British flag on the lawn of Molly Malone's and declare, "I claim this bar for the British monarchy"?
No, but I want to.
Well, the follow-up question is moot, but were you then pummeled by Irish soccer hooligans?
No, I challenged him to a drinking contest.
Oh, did
and I won.
That I can
see. That was more interesting. Yes. Okay, I've just got a few more here. Number 4. Did you once publish an open letter home to your parents about extolling the virtues of drag queens on page 41 of the Louisville Eccentric Observer?
Yes, I think so.
I think that is confirmed. I witnessed that.
Yes, I did.
That's who can say they did that? You know, really.
Not many people I know.
Boy, really. Number 5. Have you ever literally crawled on a pub crawl?
Oh, come on. You know you have.
I've gotten cut off.
Have you?
You got kicked out of Berno's.
Yeah.
Kicked out. Wow.
And cried one time. I don't know if I crawled though. I don't know if.
Wouldn't it be? Maybe that's something.
Maybe
you should
crawling
put on
up my stairs to my.
Maybe that's something you should put on the to-do list to actually crawl during a pub crawl. So. Number 6, and then I have one more question after this. Number 6. Did you wear a giant mutant fly head and throw ping pong balls at patrons of the Monkey Wrench?
Yes, I have pictures.
What are you talking about?
There's pictures. Now, who can say they've done that? Actually, really?
No, I had to throw bacon at somebody.
Yeah,
that too. Yeah,
you threw bacon
Like
at me.
raw
there was
bacon.
throwing of raw bacon as well.
Yes.
So, okay, here's my last question, and this is not really confirm or deny. This is a little bit off the beaten path, and then we'll go to Kevin Gibson for the speed round, which we want you to answer very quickly. So,
oh no, I have 10 questions before that too.
if you had to be locked into one bar in town for let's say a month, which one would it be?
Gosh,
you can narrow it down to 2. Maybe we'll accept 2.
I'd have to say back door in Dundee.
Oh, nice. There
like
we go.
the back door, I just want to drink their selection of. I want the bartenders to be there too, though, because they got to make the drinks.
Well, I think that's included. They're included.
But I want the Dundee food. I mean, the back door
Yeah.
good food, but I want the Dundee food. I want the Dundee dip too.
We're assuming some kind of apocalyptic thing where the whole place has to be locked down.
Hopefully, we'll be there with you. I mean,
yeah.
And they have a lot of backstock.
Do they? Yeah, you're hoping for that.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And hopefully some hors d'oeuvres and such, right?
Yes.
So some horse divers,
Okay.
yeah.
Now we're going to turn it over to your buddy Kevin Gibson
The Inquisition
for
continues.
the speed round and answer these quickly.
No,
Sarah.
this
Try
is
not
more
to-
than speed round.
Oh, it's more than?
No.
First thing that comes to my
This
mind.
is a first. We've got a continued Inquisition.
I've got 10 questions and then the speed round.
Seriously.
Are you going to
we're just-
waterboard me with Bud Light?
Sarah-
I think it's waterboarding time.
Okay.
Sarah, you're under the microscope tonight.
All right.
All right. Some of these are going to be thoughtful. We won't charge you for taking your time. All right?
We won't.
We won't. Number 1. What do you think is the funniest drunk text you've ever received?
Wait.
Oh,
I think it was like,
Please say it was mine.
I think it was yours. What in the bud, and how do I get out of here? I don't know.
Okay. What do you think is the most embarrassing drunk text you've ever sent?
Oh, I told someone to come over, but it was the wrong person.
We'll just leave that where
Yeah.
it is. Okay.
And the wrong gender.
And this actually, Butch and I did not confer before the show, but I'm going to go ahead and ask this question.
we're being
anyway.
a little redundant here.
If Kentucky's liquor laws inexplicably changed and only one bar in Louisville could have a liquor license, what bar would you want it to be?
It's got to be the back door.
Back door.
Sorry.
Back door lounge.
Well,
Okay.
we have proven some consistency here, though.
Yeah, that's true. We think alike.
It's either that or Mag Bar.
Number 4.
I'm just joking.
How many Miller Lights does it take to get you to balance a beer glass on your head?
It happens between 3.5 to 4.5.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. I would have said 6, but okay.
That's
But you're
a
older now, though.
recurring theme.
That's her column this week was about how she's older and it's not what it was when she was in college. So, all right, I accept it. I accept it. Okay, let's go back to music. If you could really relive any local concert, meaning it featured a local band that you've attended and can actually remember, since moving to Louisville back in the late 1990s, which one would it be?
I can forget what the label name is, but it was Muckrakers, Digby, and
Label X.
what's that one band that had the hot lead
Cooler.
singer girl?
No.
Yeah.
Girl, girl. Waterproof Blonde.
Waterproof
What?
Blonde. Yeah.
Waterproof Blonde.
Yeah.
It was that show.
that-
All three of them played.
Yeah.
What was it called? Label X.
Label X
CD
is a
release
showcase.
show.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I was there. It was great.
And actually,
Good
all
choice.
3 of them are on the soundtrack of
Her
Keep Your
name is-
Distance.
Yep. Yep. Her name is Rachel.
Oh yeah,
And
I think I
she's-
know her.
she's
But
still
like
hot,
not.
yeah. She's still
very,
hot.
very hot. Very hot.
I can't believe it just said in the air.
She had
No,
like
you blew it.
chains
You blew it.
around her mic stand. I was
Yeah,
just like,
she was-
what?
Oh, awesome.
I remember she had a shirt that said,
I mean, what?
"No job, no money, but I'm in a band."
Yeah.
Okay, you've met a lot of celebrities in your gig as an entertainment writer. Of all the celebrities you've met so far, which one was the most disappointing to interview or talk with?
Debbie Gibson.
Debbie Gibson.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I had my hopes so high.
Yeah.
But Vanilla, I mean, Vanilla Ice was really cool because he just poured Jaeger down my throat.
Oh, that's cool.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla-
Like I had
That
low
is
expectations for
awesome.
him, but he was hot. Like he did good things.
I've
Well,
always
good.
wondered about that. I've always been hesitant to meet the people that I
You
held
never- I
in the
never am
highest
going to.
esteem because I just thought, what if they're
You
just an
never know.
absolute jerk? You know, that would be terrible.
For the
You
record,
never
I
know.
never want to meet Julia Roberts.
There
If
you
she's
go.
right here, don't bring her in. Hey,
She's
don't
in the
bring
other
her in
room.
this studio. Do not bring her in here.
She's meeting us
I'll
later
cut
at
a
Dark
bitch.
Star.
I'll
She can
cut
stay
a
in the
bitch.
control room.
I'll cut her. I will cut her.
I will cut her.
All right, which one was the most pleasant surprise?
I just answered that. I guess Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Okay,
Ice,
that's
baby.
cool. That's cool.
Too cold.
Which celebrity do you wish you could have met or could someday meet that you haven't yet?
Julia Roberts.
No,
No,
obviously.
I guess my goal is Julia Roberts, but I don't really want to because of the reality of life and its hardships. So maybe like Oprah. Oh, Kathy Griffin. Oh, I met her too. She's a great interview, and I met her.
How many
Kathy
people
Griffin,
have that
yeah.
problem? Oh, I've met all these people.
Right, exactly.
No,
Sarah's
I
met
didn't mean
everybody.
I didn't mean that.
Apparently.
Maybe. Oh, Howard Stern. I'd love to meet
Oh,
Howard Stern.
cool.
Interesting.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. He hosts
Detroit
the show
boy.
on here on Saturday night, I
Oh,
think.
cool.
Yeah. You're a Detroit boy. This is how he started, though. So one day we will be
Well, there
Howard
you go.
Stern.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah.
I think that's that's good.
We
Okay.
need sound effects.
I've got 2 more questions and then the speed round.
Okay.
Okay. Sarah's liver is to alcohol as A, rock is to scissors. B, housefly is to fly swatter. C, Tina is to Ike. D, downtown Tokyo is to Godzilla.
Oh, I'd say Godzilla.
Okay, D, downtown Tokyo is to Godzilla.
Yes.
Number 10. Last year you released a book, which was a collection of some of your most memorable barbell columns. When it's all said and done, and the party finally comes to an end, Which of these is most likely to be the title of your memoirs? A. Sarah Havens, My Pickled Life. B. Oh God, what did I text last night? Memoirs of a Barbell. C. Out of the Blue and Into the Bar, My Obsession with Debbie Gibson. D. Outliving My Liver, a Barbell Retrospective.
C.
Out of the Blue and Into the Bar. Oh wow, the Debbie Gibson comes back into play.
I love it.
Okay, all right, we're going on to the speed round.
She was my Beatles.
Wow, that says so much, and yet I want to ask you to leave. But that sets us up very well.
Right.
Here's a speed round. Answer as fast as you can.
Okay, what?
You ready? Beatles or Stones?
Beatles.
Boneless wings or wings with bones?
Wings of bones.
Jack Daniels or Patron?
Patron.
Happy hour or never mind, we know the answer
Happy
to this.
hour.
Cheese fries or uncommon house flies?
Cheese fries.
Tiffany or Debbie Gibson?
Debbie.
I think we're alone now or Shake Your Love?
Shake Your Love.
I saw him standing there only in my dreams.
Only in my dreams.
Digby or Velcro Pygmies?
Both.
Oh, Lady Birds or Lady Gaga?
Ladybirds.
Slim Shady or Detective Bo Brady?
Oh, Detective Bo Brady.
Bo or Luke Duke?
Bo.
Dundee Tavern or Backdoor Lounge?
Backdoor.
Flanagan's or Molly Malone's?
Flanagan's.
Wixer and Pelizzaris?
Wix.
Buffalo Wild Wings or Spring Street Bar and Grill?
Spring Street.
Headliners or Phoenix Hill Tavern?
Headliners.
And the final speed round question, tapes or CDs?
CDs nuts.
And there it is.
What?
And there it is.
She has a very clear mind, Sarah does.
She does.
You know?
I knew that we would have this experience with her.
She is on.
Yeah.
She devoured that speed round. It was kind of scary. I was starting to duck back here.
She ate it up. Yep, she ate it up.
She did.
Okay. We are 13 minutes from the end of the show. Did you realize how fast it would go?
No.
So fast.
So we need to figure out what we're going to do next. We got, let's see, we got another song that Sarah's going to
One
play
more and
for
I'm
us.
out of here.
Hold on. The phone's ringing.
Oh.
This is,
Whoa.
all right, let's see what's going on here. Hello?
Hello, this here's Dale.
Oh,
listen,
God.
what is this that emergency Silas hotline? Because
No.
I got a problem.
No.
Listen to me.
No.
I got to ask you a question.
No.
Stop.
Dale,
Don't cut me off. No, listen. My girl baby has pulled a calf muscle.
No.
Hearing voices and having hot and cold flashes. And
No. This is not Ciela's hotline.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. That guy calls us all the time.
Pulled a calf muscle. That's all I got out of it.
I don't even want to know what's going on with Dale right now.
He maybe should have been calling 911.
Did he say Cialis?
Cialis,
hotline?
I think it's one of them
Lord.
Viagra type of things.
Oh, Lord. I don't even want to know.
Oh,
Okay.
bad.
What were we going to play? Tania Sanders. Tania Sanders.
Tania.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. That was, wow. Let's not answer the phone next time. It's getting weird.
That was one of the strangest ones. That's the shortest Dale call we've ever had. By like a minute and a half. He was panicked. I think we should check on him. Do you have his phone number?
I'm a little worried. I know Dale's been phony to us lately. I don't know if I want to know what's going on with Dale.
That sounds like something we should check on.
Anyway, Tania Sanders.
Yay.
You chose a Tania Sanders song to
Yes.
play tonight, and just tell us why.
She's one of my really best friends. We're sisters from a different mister. If you want to say. But no, I don't know. A few years ago, we just met each other and connected, and not in that kind of way, but in a friendship kind of way. And she's always been my wingman.
Was it at the connection?
No, the Pink Door actually.
Oh, okay.
But it was like more of a
Close
wingman than anything else.
Yeah, she's a good egg. I mean, we ran into her here about a month ago.
Yeah,
she was in town. And she was here.
Oh,
and
cool.
and we had some fun with Tania. I went out with you guys several times. She's just a great person and a very, very good singer and songwriter.
Definitely. She'll be back, I think, soon. I think.
Well, that's what we want to get her on this show
in the spring,
if at all possible.
Yeah,
so please,
I can make that happen.
Please, I think I actually mentioned to her when I saw her here that I wanted her to be on the show, but she was like, oh yeah, when next time I'm in town, we'll see.
Yeah.
So
do y'all call each other Iceman and Maverick?
Yes.
Oh,
we do.
good.
I would have thought that. Yeah,
did.
definitely. Definitely.
We call each other baby sister.
Baby sister.
Oh,
I like
that's
that.
so
I like that.
sweet. All right, well, we're going to we're going to play this song.
It's Joan's song, and she wrote it after the Mad Men. Joan. After, it was
really?
like first season, and
cool.
There was kind of gay tendencies of the character, and she couldn't. Yeah. It's the '60s, so you can't really requite that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's
I've watched some of that with my girlfriend. So okay, cool. This is Joan's song from Tania Sanders.
And most of the time I surrender my coat. You look the lighter, but surrounded by boats and boys, and I am the sliding boat you held on to. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do if I told you that I longed for you? This mind of mine breaking a wall, a lateral line. Oh, why can't I just tell you I love you? Oh, why can't I just tell you I love you? Along came delusion to trigger my happiness, and I'll always go there at night when my fantasy becomes reality. Your red hair and pouty lips are all mine. They're all mine. They're all mine. What would you say if it were okay to love me the same if I were a boy? I'll even wear baggy clothes, pretend to be a madman on the brink of insanity. Oh, why can you just learn to love me? Oh, why can you just learn to love me? La 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 la, la 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 la. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do?
All right, Tania Sanders. That was from Louisville is for Lovers. 09, right?
I think so.
Yep.
And she's gone out west.
She's out in Phoenix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She was here. Just we saw her recently, and we're hoping to get her back.
Yeah, she'll be back in the spring, I think.
Yeah. So we're hoping to get her back on the show. On this show, she's not done this show yet.
Yeah, she'll be here.
But we're running out of time. But we want to play this last song because we talked about Digby. How many times have we seen Digby together?
Oh, gosh.
A bajillion.
More than the rumors or less than the rumors?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Hopefully more.
But yeah, always a good time. And we've opened for the Digby a couple times and played. They've actually opened for us. Yeah, they are one of the quintessential Louisville bands, and
they are a fantastic band.
Mm-hmm. Never made it. I mean, for some stupid reason, who knows? And
their musicianship's only surpassed by their humanity.
Yeah,
they're good people.
What a great way to put it.
Why does fun have a career
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Digby doesn't.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It is always one of those things you wonder about. Like,
That's all I'll ask Jesus that when I pass on.
What the hell were you
What about
thinking?
Digby? What about that Digby? I can't. My orange. What? I mean, what? Third eye blind? Really? Third eye blind? Really?
I know.
Jesus.
Well, and they opened for Seven Mary 3 on tour.
Oh, gosh.
Why didn't Seven Mary 3 open for Digby? Yeah. We tried, we spread the gospel, but we're going to play this song.
Questions.
This is one that the lead guitar player Rich wrote about his ex-wife,
I
and
love
it's
this is my favorite breakup song ever.
it is probably the best breakup song ever.
your
And
asshole.
I am honored that I actually played on this song live twice on stage with Digby. That's my claim to fame.
I want to kick asses.
It's and New Year's Eve, 2 years
Yeah.
2 years in a row. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the best thing that Ben, the bass player, could say is that you didn't make a single mistake. I didn't enhance the song in any way, but I didn't make a single mistake. So
not a single mistake is good in our book, isn't it? That's all we're going for.
at the level I
generally.
was at that point, yeah, I was fine with it. So this is called "Left You Behind," and the guitar player, he took a little page from the book of Paul McCartney. One of the things that our buddy Greg, he first mentioned to me, he said, "This sounds like I saw her standing there."
Yeah.
And I said,
Maybe
"You
it
know
sound
what?"
like it.
I said, "You know what? And that's true. It sounds just like that song." And I said this to when I learned the song on bass, I actually listened to I saw her standing there and figured out the chords that way. And then when I told Rich, who wrote it, he said, "Yep, that'll get you there."
Whoa.
He said, "That's kind of where it came from."
Yeah,
So
I like
it's,
that.
if you hear a little bit of Beatles in
From
this,
beginning to end.
it's not an accident. So here it is, "Left You Behind" by Digby.
Eat it.
I'm gonna break your heart like you broke mine. You can't tell me what to do this time. Someday you're gonna miss me, darling. When your dark night is falling, I'm gonna start that love and leave your ass behind. You can't say I didn't treat you right. I came home to you every night. When you come crawling back, no, I won't be going for nothing. No, 'cause I started your love and left your ass behind. There's no time for tears. I wasted too many years. It's time that I said goodbye, and you can't tell me why. I used to take you everywhere you wanted to go. Then you went away, baby, and left me in the cold. Oh, when you come back, no, I won't be going for nothing. 'Cause I started all over, left your ass behind. Oh, yeah. When you come back, no, I won't be going for nothing. Yeah. 'Cause I started all over and left your love behind.
Holy crap!
The mighty Digby.
That was awesome. We love Digby. We're about out of time. Or could we one more song? Okay, we're gonna end on. Thank you, Sarah Havens, the Barbell, Leo.
It was a thrill
Weekly.
to have you in, and
Yep.
we knew this
Anytime.
was going to be a good show.
You're keeping me from the bars.
We'd like, well, yeah, that's true, but we'd like you to have you in regularly.
I'll be.
Yeah.
I'll be,
I mean,
Let's have you back in later this year or
every
something.
few months, yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
here next week. Boy.
All right.
All right, we're gonna finish on a House Life song. We're gonna go back to what we said earlier tonight. We're gonna play pink party vomit.
Can we squeeze in a quick bumper? Can we just do that, please?
Can we, Kathy? Can we have? All right, Kathy's going to let us
Sarah
do
to
it.
do us a bumper.
Sarah, we talked about this before the show.
I have something in my head.
Okay, do it. Does everyone silence?
What is it? Wait.
Stop laughing.
Flies on the wall. Okay.
This is Sarah, the Barbell Havens.
You're listening to
Flies on the Wall.
You're listening to House. No, not House. Okay.
What? Silence.
Cut.
Let her do it.
What again? You're listening to Flies on the Wall on Crescent Hill Radio, like a pathetic boy sitting at a bar ordering sorority girls cranberry and vodkas while you drink O'Doul's. Wake up. Wake up.
Wow. That was sort of bitter.
That was hard, wasn't it?
That was hard.
I loved it.
That just came from...
Thank you, Sarah.
It came from out of your butt.
Yeah.
Here's Kathy's favorite Uncommon Houseflies tune, if it'll play.
He wore pink party vomit on her dress of white chiffon. Pink party vomit so the dance could not go on. She drank too much punch and her senses went away. And pink party vomit came to stay. Sweet Sarah invited all her friends to share her sweet 16. She couldn't know she would fall prey to something unforeseen. But Johnny Finker came around with a flask of Tanqueray, and that's when Sarah's party went astray. She wore pink party vomit on her dress of white chiffon. Pink party vomit so the dance could not go on. She drank too much punch and her senses went away. And pink party vomit came to stay. There were flecks of blood and bits of cake and something vaguely green. There was a chunk of something that no one had ever seen. Now it's safe to say her sweet 16 has ended in dismay since pink party vomit came to stay. She wore pink party vomit on her dress of white chiffon. Pink party vomit so the dance could not go on. She drank too much punch and her senses went away. And pink party vomit came to stay.
Now here's the Dolores